Hello students, welcome to Saraswat International Academy. This video is for standard 9th subject mathematics and the chapter number 1 number system, and this is the second part of this video. So in this chapter we have already discussed in a previous video about the rational numbers and how we can find rational numbers between any two numbers. So now in this video we will discuss more about it and learn about the new type of numbers. So let's start. Now we will discuss the first exercise of your NCERT textbook. So exercise number 1.1. So for the first question I have, is 0 is a rational number? Can you write in the form of a p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equals to 0. So my first answer, we have to show that is 0 is a rational number or not, or can you write in a form of p by q, or where p and q are integer type numbers. So my answer is yes. Why? Rational numbers includes all natural numbers and whole numbers and integer type numbers, and 0 is either you can say is a whole number or is in a integer numbers. So that's why it can be write in a form of p by q, because we can write any rational number in a p by q format. So yes, it is a rational number because it is a, you can say it is an integer type number or whole numbers, and rational number is also including the both of these numbers. So that's why we can say 0 is a rational number. Now for the second question, find 6 rational numbers between 3 and 4. So this kind of question we have already discussed in a previous video. So this question I am giving you as an homework. You have to try by yourself and check whether you have learned the concept to find numbers, rational numbers between any two numbers. So this will be your homework. So now moving towards the next. Now the third question is, find 5 rational numbers between 3 by 5 and 4 by 5. Again we have to do what, assuming let a equals to 3 by 5, b equals to 4 by 5 and n equals to 5. The numbers, the total numbers we have to find between these given two numbers. So my first step will be a into n plus 1 by n plus 1. So my answer will become 3 by 5 into 5 plus 1 by 5 plus 1, which is equals to 3 by 5 into 6 by 6. So my final simplification will be 18 by 30. We have to not simplify it, just keep it like as it is. Now second part, b into n plus 1 by n plus 1, which is equals to 4 by 5 into 5 plus 1 by 5 plus 1, which is again equals to 4 by 5 into 6 by 6. So my final answer will become 24 by 30. So just doing the similar thing, number starting from next to 18 and before to 24. So the five numbers are 19 by 30, 20 by 30, 21 by 30, 22 by 30 and 23 by 30. So after simplification, my required five numbers are 19 by 30, 2 by 3, 7 by 10, 11 by 15 and 23 by 30. Now fourth question, state whether the following statements are true or false and give reason for your answers. So let's start. The first question is, every natural number is a whole number. True or false? So actual number is a whole number. So yes, it is true statement because n is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to infinity, and w is equals to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to infinity. So as we can see, all natural numbers are lie in a w set. So we can say every natural number is a whole number. Now, second question, every natural number, every integer is a whole number. So again, this answer will be false. Why? -4 is an integer number, but it is not a whole number. As we can see in a previous question, the whole number starts from 0, not from negative number. So -4 is an integer, but not a whole number. So that's why we can say every integer is not a whole number. Now, third one, every rational number is whole number. Every rational number is a whole rational number. So again, this answer will be false. What is the reason? The reason is 2 by 5 is a rational number, but it is not a whole number. So that's why this statement is also false statement. Now, new type of numbers. We have discussed the first exercise, and now the new type of numbers, number type number 7, irrational numbers. So which numbers are irrational? So those numbers who are not rational are called irrational numbers. So we have the definition, a number s is called irrational if it cannot be written in the form p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equals to 0. So simply those numbers who are not rational are called irrational numbers. Examples are root 2, root 3, root 15, pi, 0.10, 110, 1110, 0, 4 times 1, 0. These type of numbers are called irrational numbers. So next type, real numbers, which is denoted by capital R. This is important, very important now, that the collection of all rational numbers and irrational numbers together called the collection of real number, which is denoted by R. So what is that? The collection of all rational numbers. In rational numbers we also have the natural number, whole number and integer type numbers. So we can also say the collection of all natural, whole, rational, integer and irrational numbers together it called a real numbers, and which is denoted by capital R. Now, so we can say that every real number is the represented by a unique point on the number line. Also, every point on the number line represent a unique real number. So we have learned about the number line in a previous video. So we can say every real number represented by a unique point on a number line, and also every point on the number line represented by a unique real number. So how now you can represent root 3, 4, 5 or 1 by 2, 1 by 3 on a number line, but how you will represent any irrational number on a number line like root 2 or root 3? So this we will discuss in this video. First of all, we have to see how we can locate some of the irrational numbers on the number line. So for that, I am taking example number 3 of your textbook, that locate root 2 on the number line. We have to represent root 2 on the number line. How we can represent it is root 2 on the number line. So for that, we have to, for this solution, we have to assume, consider a unique square OABC with each side 1 unit and in length. Like this, I am drawing one square OABC with unique, each head side length OA, OB, BC and OC have length 1 unit. By the Pythagoras theorem, as you can have seen it, we can find the diagonal OB. So we can say OB is equals to under root of AB square plus OA square. Now AB and OA are 1, so we can find it is under root of 1 square plus 1 square, which is 1 plus 1, which is denoted as root 2. So now this is the representation. So how do we represent root 2 on the number line? Now how we can represent it on a number line? We have find the value of root 2, but how we can represent on the number line? For that we have to, this is easy. Transfer the figure on the number line, making sure that the vertex O coincides with the 0 value. So I am making the diagram. The diagram will look like this. As we can see, the vertex O coincide with point O. So how we can represent the root 2 on the number line? I am putting the point P, as you can see here, which will show the root 2 on the number line. But how this will come, we will discuss it now. So for that, first of all, we have to just seen that OB is equals to root 2 with by the calculation. Now you have to do using a compass with the center O and the radius OB. You have to use the center O and the radius is OB. Now draw an arc intersecting the number line at the point P. So how we will draw it? So I am showing you in the video how you can draw. So now this, like this, you have to draw an arc which intersect the line P. So how we can do this? So we have drawn the arc. So now you can see the P corresponds to root 2 on the number line. So point P will represent the number line, root 2 on the number line. Now taking one more example number 4. Now we have to locate root 3 on the number line. So what we have to do, we have just brought back the previous diagram as we can draw in a root 2. So we have the diagram for this. Construct a BD of a unit length perpendicular to the OB. So using the previous diagram, I am drawing one perpendicular to OB. So we have used the previous diagram. As we can see here, OB, we have drawn a BD which is perpendicular to OB. Now again, this is a right angle triangle OBD. So using Pythagoras theorem, you can find it. So again, using the Pythagoras theorem, we have to find the value of OD, which is equals to root OB square plus BD square. Again, OB is equals to root 2, we have find in the previous question, and BD is equals to 1, so it is root 2 square plus 1 square. So now it will become under root of 3. Again, what we have to do, using a compass with center O and the radius is now OD. We have to take radius OD and draw an arc which intersecting the number line at point Q. So now again I am drawing an arc which is intersect at point Q. Here you can see we have drawn an arc which is intersecting at point Q. So here Q will represent the number root 3 on the number line.